Digging in, Brandon Bats. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. But a quick glove at third, and there are two gone. Stepping in, Kevin Fellow. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And they won't have a play as he reaches at first. Let's see how this is scored. Digging in now, Luis Aguilera. And being a right-handed hitter, it's not altogether shocking to see he's a better hitter here at Fenway Park than he is away from home. And he's safe. So coming to the plate, Charlie Knott.
Fielder number 16, Charlie Knott.
The windup and the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in, the switch hitter, Brandon Bats.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Hit hard to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready for another shot now. Brandon Bats. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Ready once again. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Garcia comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Happens about fucking 99% of the fucking time. Something needs to be fixed in next year's. It's that stupid cough up shit every time you try to steal a base.
Coming to the plate now, Paul Fournier, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 9-3 game. Into the box now, Brandon Bats. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him, he hits him.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Brandon Bats. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 14-5, the final totals in this one. Always a treat to see a daytime ball game here. Fenway Park. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Bats. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Another hit right there. Man, he is having a big series right here on the road. He's having some kind of impact on the...
Now at the plate, Brandon Bats.
The batter, third baseman, Brandon Bats.
This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left. Digging in, Brandon Bats. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers.
So digging in now, Brandon Bats. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Holton is back to the track as he takes it. 4-2 the final score today. The Rangers win for a division leading 98th.
Only lost 16 games at home and only lost 20 on the road. That's ridiculous.
It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas. And into the box now, Harold Green. A couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate for him back on Wednesday. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Well, that's a perfect example of taking a ball inside out. You know, you hear that terminology, stay inside the ball. Right there, he took a ball inside and shot it the other way.
In now, Brandon Batts. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. And this will find the wall in the very deepest part of the yard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Texas leaderboard to find that his current total is tops on the ball club in that department. Coming to the plate now, Parker Correa. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Brandon Batts. And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys.
Striding in once again, Brandon Batts. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. And he is so close to having a cycle. He's one thing short. And the toughest one of them all, the triple.
Digging in once again, Brandon Batts. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. And oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Ready for another shot now, Brandon Batts. He's been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Ojeda. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And that'll be the one that ends it. And the Rangers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. 9-7, the final score in this ball game. The Texas Rangers set the pace in the division with 9. MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look. Digging in the switch hitter, Brandon Batts. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. Santiago is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Standing in, Harold Green. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. On its way, the 0-2 pitch to third. Batts fields it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Striding forward, Luis Palmeiro. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Left fielder really never.
Stepping in, Brandon Batts. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone.
Boy, when this guy gets in the groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches.
Ready once again, Brandon Batts comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it. Brandon Batts will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys.
Digging in to try it again, Rafael Salgado. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. On the ground to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Texas Rangers get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division. Now from the home of the Rangers, there's a good look at Globe Life Park. Into the box now, Rafael Salgado. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Hard ground ball to third. Batts. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. It's the Mariners 0. Rangers coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready now, Brandon Batts. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. And that'll put him at an even 40 consecutive games with a base hit as that ties the legendary Ty Cobb.
You mentioned Ty.
Heading out towards shallow right. Salgado brings it in, and now they might have the runner caught off second. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. Striding into the box, Enrique Sierra. He went deep in the contest last night.
Sierra
Chopped weakly to the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now batting, Brandon Batts. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Hard on the ground towards short. Palmeiro over to his left.
Like that 5
Throw on to
second delay
first
to
in
get
time,
off the
1
box.
away.
Doesn't take you that long to put the damn bat
Now
down.
to the plate, Ronald Burdette.
The
Struck
catcher,
out twice
number
thus
9.
far, so we'll see if he can
Ronald.
fare any
Damn
better
back down
here.
and run like
Burdette.
hell.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Brandon Batts. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. But they will still get the lead runner at second, so no double play. But boy, very fortunate to record the first out. At the plate, Brandon Batts.
now batting. Third baseman, Brandon Batts.
Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. The relay. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, Matty, you can't fold the left fielder there. You'll see he makes a tremendous effort.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Texas with their 100.
Games and we lost 36. The Mariners are 35 and a half games out. Astros 32, 28 for Angels, and 27 for the Athletics.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we now to the plate. Brandon Batts. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Brandon Batts.
Brandon Batts.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that'll get down for a two-out single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the two-out base hit. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Texas leaderboard to find that his current total is tops on the ball club in that department. Ready for another chance? Quentin Sanford.
32. Quentin.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Vila on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire.
Left for Texas.
Digging in and looking for more. Brandon Batts. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Gonzalez rounds third and is digging for the plate. And to score, the runner from second. Tag is there, and he's out trying to score from first as this. Ready once again, Brandon Batts. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Rangers with a division best 102nd team win. MLB The Show is on the air as we come at you this evening from into the box. Chris Sanchez, currently third on the team in stolen bases, so we'll see if he gets an opportunity to do. A dive, he's got it. The throw to first. He is out. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. More from Arlington after this. Now at the plate, Brandon Batts. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by.
What the hell?
So digging in now.
Why did my stance magically change?
Striding in once again, David Moya. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Brandon Batts.
Third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit toward the hole. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. So it's a ground ball single. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sam Lincoln. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Second baseman, Sam
chopped weakly to the left. Fielded to second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play. Ready for another shot now, Patrick Burnside.
Third baseman, Patrick Burnside.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Digging in once again, Brandon Batts. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble, and that's off the left field wall. He takes the turn and heads for second, and he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And with that, we'll take a look at the current Texas leaderboard to find that his current total is tops on the ball club in that department. And now the runner's trying for third. Swing and a miss, strike 3, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. So kind of a questionable time to be trying to take third, as that very easily could have been a strike him out, throw him out double play, but he is in there with 1 away. Striding into the box, Parker Correa. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out. Stepping in, Albert Carbajal. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Albert Carbajal.
1 and 2, here it comes. This one's down to 3rd. 2 is left, Burnside. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Mark Bentler. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Hit down the 3rd baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at 3rd. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And the 2nd run will score as well. Digging in to try it again, Brandon Batts. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow.
Hey, there are certain guys in every lineup.
Ready now, Mark Bentler. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and the win at this level feels really good, especially they're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Batts, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball.
And game.
At the
holy shit, someone actually drove somebody else in. And
16-8 tonight. The Los Angeles Angels slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look in. Standing in, Brandon Batts. He'd love to carry over some of the magic from last night. He was 5 for 5 in that ball game. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he'll get in there safely. At the
and a 3-run shot.
digging in for his second at bat, Brandon Batts.
Third baseman.
First pitch of the at bat. hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, that's another base hit. We're only in the second inning. He's given up 5 hits already. He needs to get back.
Now at the plate, Brandon Batts. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Brandon
For
Batts.
short, hit hard. Sanchez from the outfield grass. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping into the box,
Now we're
Chris
down by 4.
Sanchez.
Kidding?
He's 2 for 3 thus
Chris
far.
Why the hell
Sanchez.
are we losing?
Oh, beautiful dive. The throw. It's there, and he's out. Digging in, Brandon Batts. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Batts.
Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, what a play. Touche,
No
sir.
fucking way.
Now at the plate, Brandon
Leading off in the
Batts.
bottom of the Ranger
He'll
ninth.
lead things off here
Third
as we
baseman.
play the bottom of the
Number
ninth.
9.
Very weakly on the ground. And the leadoff
Yeah,
man in
lost
the
me out
inning
that
will
time,
get the
you
job
fucking
done
prick.
here. It's an infield single. Into the box now,
The
Quentin
left fielder,
Sanford.
number 32. Quentin Sanford.
Runner goes for second. Pitch strike 3 called. The throw.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Center fielder.
So striding
Eduardo
forward now,
Tejada.
Eduardo Tejada. Runner's on his way to third. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And a great athletic play
I
to
was
get him.
fucking
Man,
safe.
wow. And he is out
I'm
at
sorry,
the plate.
that's bullshit. My
Trying to
hand
get
was
a
on
little
that
too
plate.
greedy when he didn't need to be, and this ball game is over. 8-5 today. Los Angeles.
Shouldn't have lost to those fucking faggots. They're basically 30 fucking games out.